Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive deep into the unique blueprint that makes you, well, you. We are going on a little mission here to decode your personal wiring and unlock those amazing natural talents you were born with.
Seriously, think about it for a second. Have you ever tried something new and it just clicked, almost like you were made to do it? But then other things, no matter how hard you try, feel like you're constantly swimming upstream. Well, there's a really good reason for that, and we're about to unpack it.
So, let's put a name to that feeling. That natural knack you have, it's called aptitude. It's this built-in talent that makes picking something up feel totally intuitive. And listen, this isn't about skills you had to grind for hours to learn. This is about what you are just fundamentally wired to do and do well.
So, that leads us to the big question, right? What's your natural talent? To figure that out, we're going to start by exploring all the different kinds of aptitudes out there. Think of this as the first step to really understanding your own personal superpowers. To make this super practical, let's imagine your aptitudes are like a personal, built-in toolkit that you carry around. Every single one of us has a completely unique set of tools. The real secret to success, and honestly, just being happier, is knowing what's in your toolkit and how to use it. So, let's open it up, shall we? All right, first up in the toolkit, we've got the analytical tools. These are for all you logical thinkers out there, the natural-born problem solvers. Are you the person who just gets numbers and loves digging into numerical reasoning? Or maybe you've got that eagle eye for detail, the one who always catches the tiny mistake everyone else missed. See, when you lean into these tools, work feels amazing, but when you're forced to ignore them, it can be absolutely draining. Next, we've got the hands-on and visual tools. This is for anyone who can just see how things are supposed to fit together. Maybe you have a knack for mechanics, or you can effortlessly picture and rotate objects in 3D in your head. This group also includes a technical aptitude for mastering new systems and that physical kinesthetic intelligence, great hand-eye coordination. These are the tools of the builders, the designers, the creators, and the doers. And last but not least, we have the people and idea tools. This set is absolutely critical for connection and innovation. Do you have a way with words, able to communicate exactly what you mean? Are you the creative force in the room, always coming up with new solutions? Maybe you're naturally persuasive. You can get people on board with an idea. Or maybe you're incredibly organized, like a master of plans and details. Which one of these is making you nod your head right now?
Okay, so if aptitudes are your tools, then the next piece of the puzzle is understanding your personal operating system, the fundamental way you're programmed to use those tools. This isn't just about what you're good at, it's about how you naturally work.
We call this whole concept your personal approach. It's basically all those ingrained habits that shape what you do automatically, how you talk to people, how you think about deadlines, how you approach your project. It's kind of like your factory default settings.
Now, this operating system really boils down to three core components that we're about to jump into: your interpersonal style, your time frame orientation, and your work approach. Getting a handle on these three things is like getting the admin password to yourself. It's a game changer.
All right, let's dive into the nitty-gritty. We're going to start with the part of your operating system you're probably most familiar with, how you get your energy and connect with the people around you. Okay, let's talk about the whole introvert-extrovert thing, but maybe in a new way. It's not really about being shy or loud. The real difference is energy. Do you need time alone to recharge your batteries, or do you get a jolt of life from being in a group? Do you figure things out quietly in your own head, or do you need to talk it out loud to even know what you're thinking? And of course, a lot of us don't live at one extreme or the other. If you actually enjoy being around people, but you definitely need some quiet time to recover afterward, you might be what we call a blended energizer. You can turn on the social energy when you need to, but you also really value that solo time to process and get your energy back. Next up in your personal operating system is your time frame orientation. How do you naturally see time? Are you a future focuser, always thinking about the long-term vision and the big picture? Or are you more of a present focuser, someone who thrives by knocking out small immediate tasks one by one? And of course, many of us are balanced focusers, able to switch gears and connect today's to-do list with tomorrow's goals. And that brings us to the final piece, your work approach. This is all about what role you naturally play on a team. A specialist, for example, loves working independently. Their work is a deep personal extension of who they are. The generalist, on the other hand, is the ultimate team player, always focused on the group's success. And then there's the liaison, who is like a bridge, bringing their own deep expertise into the group while also really understanding where everyone else is coming from. So, you take your toolkit of natural talents, and you combine it with your personal operating system, and what do you get? You get your own personal user manual, a detailed guide to how you operate at your absolute best.
Okay, but here's the most important part. What do you actually do with all this information? How does knowing that you're, say, a creative extrovert who's a future focuser, how does that help you in the real world?
Well, this kind of self-awareness is basically a superpower. It means you can start making career choices that actually align with who you are instead of fighting against your own nature. It helps you build smarter teams where everyone's unique strengths are put to good use. It helps you understand yourself well enough to avoid burnout and to communicate what you need to thrive. And ultimately, it helps you find work that doesn't just feel like a job. It feels natural, meaningful, and genuinely fulfilling. So, I want to leave you with this one last thought. Your natural talents aren't just a list of things you're good at. They are a map. They show you the most authentic, direct path to the kind of work, hobbies, and life that you will truly love. The only question left is, are you ready to follow it?